Most people over 60 silently deal with a problem they think they just have to accept, feeling backed up, bloated, or uncomfortable in their own body. But what if your gut wasn't breaking down, but simply asking for better support? This isn't about medicine, it's about central food that can bring real, lasting relief. Type "I am ready to feel better" in the comments if you believe your body deserves gentle healing. Let's talk about something that doesn't often come up in casual conversation: constipation. It may not be glamorous, but it's a reality for millions of older adults. While people might joke about it or downplay it as just aging, that's not the truth. Constipation isn't a normal part of growing older. It's your body waving a red flag, saying something's off. The good news: it's fixable. You don't need to rely on harsh laxatives or expensive solutions. In fact, you can change everything with your fork. Food can be your medicine, especially when you choose the right ones. You're about to discover 5 powerful foods that gently get things moving, naturally. These aren't trendy health snacks. They're everyday, nutrient-rich ingredients proven to support your digestive system from the inside out. When you feed your body what it truly needs, you may notice more than just regularity. You may feel lighter, sleep better, and even see an improvement in your mood and energy. So let's start this journey with the first gut-loving food. Prunes. Nature's gentle nudge? You've probably heard of them, maybe even wrinkled your nose at the thought. But prunes, yes, the dried plums, aren't just an old-school remedy. They're a natural, effective way to support bowel movements without the side effects of synthetic pills. Packed with 2 kinds of fiber, prunes help bulk and soften stool so it moves through your system with ease. But that's not all. They also contain sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that draws water into the colon, helping everything move along without strain. What makes prunes special isn't just what they do, it's how gently they do it. Unlike chemical laxatives that can lead to cramps, urgency, and dependence, prunes work in harmony with your body's rhythm. And they're more versatile than you might think. Eat them plain, chop them into your salad, blend them into a smoothie, or add them to warm oatmeal. The possibilities are delicious. Take Arthur, for example, a 70-year-old grandfather who spent years relying on pills for relief. After adding just 4 prunes a day to his routine, he noticed his mornings were no longer filled with discomfort. His energy improved, his belly felt lighter, and most importantly, he felt in control again. That's the kind of simple shift that can change a life. 2. Chia seeds. The tiny titans of gut health. Next up are chia seeds, small but don't underestimate them. These tiny seeds are our fiber powerhouse. Just 1 spoonful added to your morning can transform your digestion over time. When mixed with liquid, chia seeds expand into a gel that acts like a broom for your insides. It softens and adds bulk to your stool, helping things move without resistance. Chia seeds aren't just good for your gut, they also support blood sugar control and reduce inflammation, making them a great addition for those managing diabetes or joint issues. Want more nutrients? They also bring plant-based omega-3s, calcium, and magnesium to the table, all essential for strong bones, steady energy, and muscle support. Let me tell you about Rosa, a 68-year-old retired teacher who had tried every diet under the sun. Her turning point came not from a doctor, but from a friend who suggested adding a spoonful of chia to her yogurt. Within a week, her bloating disappeared, and she finally felt relief she hadn't known in years. If you're using chia seeds, remember this tip: soak them first. This makes them easier to digest and even more effective. Stir them into almond milk, juice, or make a pudding with a splash of vanilla and fruit. It's simple, tasty, and can make a big difference. 3. Oats. A comforting reset for your digestion. Now, let's talk about oats. They're more than a breakfast food, they're your gut's best friend. Oats are packed with soluble fiber which draws water into the digestive tract and makes stool easier to pass. This fiber also forms a gel-like texture that soothes the gut lining and helps maintain regular movement. Unlike harsh remedies, oats offer gentle, consistent support that can truly reset your digestive rhythm. There's more. Oats contain a compound called beta-glucan, which not only improves digestion but lowers cholesterol and supports a strong immune system. For older adults, that's a triple win. Easier mornings, better heart health, and stronger defenses. They're also incredibly calming for the stomach, making them ideal if you've had digestive issues for a while. Let's meet Thomas, a 75-year-old who once dreaded breakfast because it meant cramps and discomfort. When a friend suggested a bowl of warm oats with berries, he gave it a try. Within days, his mornings transformed. No more bloating, no more strain, just a gentle start to the day with a full stomach and peace of mind. Whether you enjoy oatmeal with fruit and nuts, make overnight oats, or even turn them into savory dishes, oats are a must for gut-friendly living. Easy to cook, budget-friendly, and endlessly versatile. They're a daily dose of digestive care in the simplest form. Ussing. Let us know in the comments if you've tried any of these so far, or drop the number 3 to show you're loving these natural remedies. We've already covered some powerful foods that help your digestion work the way it was meant to. Now let's take it a step further. Because the next 2 foods aren't just healing, they're also some of the tastiest, most comforting ingredients you can add to your plate. If you thought digestive support had to be bland or boring, think again. Type, "I am healing through food" in the comments if you're ready to eat better and feel lighter. 4. Sweet potatoes. Delicious and naturally effective. Let's be honest. Sometimes we just want something warm, cozy, and satisfying. Enter sweet potatoes. Not only are they comforting, but they're also loaded with 2 types of fiber, soluble and insoluble, that help keep your digestive system running smoothly. Insoluble fiber adds bulk and helps move waste through your intestines, while soluble fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut and keeps your microbiome balanced. But sweet potatoes offer even more. They're full of water, which helps prevent dry, hard stools. This is especially helpful for older adults, who may be more prone to dehydration-related constipation. By combining hydration and fiber, sweet potatoes become one of nature's most powerful and gentle remedies. Another bonus, they contain resistant starch, which doesn't get fully digested and instead travels to your large intestine to nourish the healthy bacteria there. This improves not just digestion, but also immune function and even mental clarity. That's right, your gut health is connected to your mood and energy. Take Maria, a 73-year-old artist who often felt sluggish and bloated. She switched out her white bread and pasta for roasted sweet potatoes a few times a week. The difference was stunning. Her belly flattened, her energy returned, and most importantly, her bathroom visits became calm, regular, and pain-free. Sweet potatoes are incredibly versatile. Roast them with a touch of cinnamon, blend them into a creamy soup, toss them into salads, or even bake sweet potato fries for a fun treat. However you enjoy them, they're a gift to your gut. 5. Kefir. The fermented secret to gut balance. Now, here's a food that might be new to you, kefir. This fermented, yogurt-like drink is packed with probiotics, the good bacteria your gut depends on to function properly. While fiber moves things along, probiotics are like the managers who make sure everything runs smoothly behind the scenes. And kefir has one of the most diverse profiles of probiotics available in any food. As we age, our gut bacteria can become imbalanced due to medication, stress, poor diet, or even just time. When that happens, digestion slows, bloating increases, and constipation often follows. Kefir helps correct that imbalance quickly by reintroducing healthy bacteria into your system. These friendly microbes aid digestion, reduce inflammation, improve nutrient absorption, and encourage regular, comfortable bowel movements. Let's talk about George, a 76-year-old gardener who had almost given up hope after years of digestive struggles. On the advice of his niece, he started drinking half a cup of kefir in the Norman. By the end of the week, he noticed a major shift, less bloating, better energy, and steady relief. It wasn't magic. It was simply good bacteria doing their job. And the best part? Kefir is easy to add to your life. Drink it straight, mix it into a fruit smoothie, pour it over cereal, or blend it with banana and cinnamon for a creamy treat. If you're lactose sensitive, don't worry. Kefir is usually well tolerated because the fermentation process breaks down most of the lactose. And there are dairy-free versions made with coconut, almond, or oat milk too. If you're aiming to naturally rebalance your gut, few things are as effective as kefir. It's the kind of quiet health hero that can make a loud difference over time. We've now gone through 5 of the best natural tools for relieving constipation and restoring digestive comfort, without pills, without pressure, and without stress. If you're still watching, you're serious about improving your health, and that's something to be proud of.
Awesome.
Drop a 5 in the comments if you're planning to try sweet potatoes or kefir this week, or if they're already part of your wellness routine. Let's do a quick recap of what we've covered so far. Prunes, a humble fruit that gently moves your system with fiber and natural sorbitol. Chia seeds, tiny powerhouses that expand, hydrate, and support smooth digestion. Oats, comforting and soothing, rich in soluble fiber and great for long-term gut health. Sweet potatoes, delicious and fiber-rich, combining hydration and prebiotics in every bite. Kefir, a probiotic-rich drink that helps restore the balance of your microbiome and eases digestion. Each of these isn't just a superfood. They're comfort foods, healing foods, gentle guides back to regularity, lightness, and energy. If you've been dealing with constipation, discomfort, or just a general sluggish feeling, your body is not failing you. It's inviting you to give it what it really needs: nourishment, not punishment. You don't need a medicine cabinet full of pills. You don't need to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or stuck. What you need is to take one simple step at a time, starting with your next meal. Healing doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler it is, the more likely it is to work. Let me leave you with this. Food is more than fuel, it's a conversation. When you eat the right foods, your body responds with ease, clarity, and comfort. But when you ignore the signs, discomfort becomes louder and harder to manage. The key is not to silence your symptoms, but to understand what they're saying. If you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, remember, constipation is not just something to tolerate. It's a signal, and that signal deserves attention, not avoidance. With these 5 foods, you can support your digestive health in a sustainable, nurturing way that also improves your mood, immune system, and overall vitality. So now the question is, what will you try first? Will you add prunes to your oatmeal? Blend chia into your smoothie? Give kefir a shot for breakfast? We'd love to hear from you. Really. Share your experience in the comments. What has helped your digestion the most? Which of these tips are you excited to try? Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs. Let's build a community that learns and heals together. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more health wisdom, and share it with someone you care about. You never know who might need this gentle reminder that healing is possible, and it starts with something as simple as food. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next one.